Hello and welcome to another video. So this week I am planning for the week of May 18th through the 24th, and this is a really fun week to plan out. I picked a sticker kit that I really loved. This is the Enchanted kit from Print Petticoat Bandit, and I really liked it because it combined lots of whimsical fairy tale kind of elements with a few bookish ones and like some stacks of books, as well as some very nice pinks and purples and blues and just a lot of colors that I really enjoy. And I really wanted this week to be a kit that I really enjoyed because this is the week of my birthday, so it was fun to make this week extra special and decorative and really put forth the effort to make it look quite nice. So with that out of the way, I am going to enter the time lapse. For this week, I'm keeping the same kind of 9-box dashboard style layout that I have been using the past 2 or 3 weeks. I just really enjoy it. I think that it's very functional for me. So I drew out all the boxes ahead of time so that I wouldn't have to draw them out on camera. And there they are, just like they usually are. And now I am rolling up my sleeves to really get into the stickers. I decided that I wanted to use one date covers that were very similar to the style I've been doing the past few weeks, which are just using the label stickers that come in the kit and not actually pulling any official date stickers out and working from there. But first, I am putting washi down at the top and the bottom. And this is washi that came with the kit. I start with the bows at the top and then this watercolory kind of wash strip down at the bottom. And then on the page opposite this, I end up switching the placement of those, which is something that I really liked this week. And I test my date covers before I decide to use the labels again, but really they're just the best style for this format for me because the brushstroke date covers that I have, even if they did have a color that was appropriate, they're a little thicker, so they would take up a large chunk of the box, whereas these label stickers are actually a little smaller. And I also knew that I wanted to use these bow headers with each day and in every box, and so that meant that I also wanted to make sure that my date covers didn't take up too much space, because even though there wasn't a ton going on this week, I still wanted to make sure that I had enough space for everything I did need to get down. This week is the last week of classes, so that was pretty wild. Everything was kind of wrapping up and toning down, and I saw all of my classes for the last time this week, so that was kind of bittersweet. I am very glad to be on break right now because I need to really get serious about packing and really getting ready to move in just a little over a month. These 2 boxes that I just laid down are a couple of my favorite from the kit, which is why they have their place of honor on my weekly spread, because this is where I come back and look at very often. And then to balance things out and like make use of the headers in a slightly different way than I usually would, I decided to put them at the bottom of the box rather than right under the date cover. And then for the dates this time, I found these script stickers that I have. I have printed them off a couple of times and I use them with some regularity, but for a while I couldn't remember where I had put them. However, for this spread I was able to find them, so I decided to utilize them, and I really like them. And then for the dates, I just wrote in the numbers by hand because it wasn't really worth it for me to find date dots. I think I decided that I might want to consider gold date dots, but I couldn't find my gold date dots, so I just wrote them in. And now I must reference my monthly for the day by day and to make sure that everything gets put where it should go. Starting on Monday, I am laying down this hexagon sticker. I also lay one down on Friday, because that is to mark the YouTube videos that I want to get up this week. So on Monday, I released a plan with me like usual, and on Friday, I released a video that was kind of a quick flip through slash explanation of my next reading planner, which was really fun to do because I'm very excited about it. And I'm also really proud that I've been able to stay in my reading planner so long, basically the whole year. I'm only switching in this last month because I want to transfer to more of a July, June kind of layout, and then eventually in calendar year, January to December. But otherwise, I have used it very consistently for the past several months, and so that's kind of one of the very few planners where I do that. And getting to look ahead to the next planner was very exciting. Next, I am going in on Tuesday to make sure that I marked my birthday down. I use this like thirds box, it's not really quite a half box, and a script sticker from Scribble Prints Co. to mark that my 23rd birthday was on Tuesday. And then this little coffee cup sticker, I used it a couple of times, and I used it to mark important work days. So Tuesday is a duty day. These days, that means that I'm helping to pack student dorm rooms. And then I forgot to hit play. So also on Monday, I put that I needed to update grades and work on boilerplates, which is just a paragraph that gets given to parents about what the class has done this trimester. So I had to write those. And then I put a bow down on Tuesday as well, just to have an extra space, like bullet point for anything that might come up. Wednesday, that little washi box is to mark that that's when boilerplates are due, but I really wanted to get them done on Monday. One, because after 2 trimesters, I know they don't really take that long to write. I just put it off because I don't want to do it. And 2, because I knew that I wouldn't want to do it on my birthday. So I was going to make sure that I did it on Monday so that it could be due Wednesday and I wouldn't have to do it on Tuesday. And then because that was a work task, I also used a little coffee cup icon. Then on Wednesday, I used this little cash icon to mark that that is when I get paid. And because that's when I get paid, I also put down this little credit card sticker because that means I also need to put a payment towards my credit card. And then I think I had one more bill this week, or a couple of appointments, but I don't know if they make it into this plan with me. Also on Wednesday, I ended up having to schedule 2 appointments. One was to go get my car inspected again, and it isn't passing again. So that has been quite the saga. Basically, now it's passing emissions, and it's not like broken, but the windshield was cracked, so it wasn't passing safety. And then as soon as we got home, it completely broke down on us and the gear shift stopped working and we had to use the emergency brake. Otherwise, it was going to roll down a hill and into the side of our house. And it's just sitting there while we figure out what to do and wait for my boyfriend's dad to come help us fix it. So that all happened on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, I wanted to mark that it was my cat Joe's birthday. And so she turned 7, which was really exciting. I don't get to see her because she lives with my parents, but I hope she had a good day. Then also on Thursday, I wanted to mark that this was senior project day, which means that we didn't have classes, but instead went through a schedule of Zoom meetings to see what different seniors had done for their senior projects this year. And they could be about just about anything. There were projects on like family history and genealogy, and there were projects on math education and some material science kind of stuff. It was pretty cool. Thursday, I had a lot of things to mark down, including that is when, not Thursday, Friday, including that is when senior grades are due. Friday is also the last day of class, and I thought it was when the sports banquet was supposed to happen, but that's not true. I'm just wrong. It's on another day. Then I'm going in and filling out some bill due stickers. So on Saturday, My Verizon gets auto withdrawn, and then on Sunday, Spotify gets taken out of my account as well. And I am very nearly done on this side. The last thing I think I put is a flat lay sticker on Saturday, because that is when I typically film a plan with me. I actually did this week's earlier, so I filmed the plan with me on Wednesday, I believe, maybe Thursday, because I was just having a crummy day and wanted to play in my planners, so I decided to film that video because it would be something fun to do, which frees up my Saturday because we have to clean the house. It is relatively tidy, but like not so tidy that I want other people to walk through it. And the apartment that we're in, it's a faculty apartment at the boarding school, so we're going to move out at the end of June, but there's another faculty member that thinks that she might want to move in to this apartment next year, and she wants to come see it and see if this is where she wants to move with her kids. And that means that there are going to be people in my house that aren't myself, and so that freaks me out, and I just want to make sure that things are extra clean because we don't really do visitors most of the time, and now especially we just don't have visitors around. So she's going to stop by really briefly to just take a look at the place. And so the fact that I don't have to film a plan with me on Saturday is really going to free up quite a bit of my time to spruce things up. My layout on the right hand page is very simple. Washi tape at the top, washi tape at the bottom, a remember sticker, and then some checklist stickers to mark some things that I wanted to get done this week. I put a habit tracker down to mark packing. I actually haven't done any packing this week. I thought I would do more, and then I didn't, mostly because the car was stressing me out the last half of the week. I don't know why it does what it does. I mean, it's old, and we got it really cheap, but it's no fun. And at the same time, I love my car. I think it's really cute. It works when it works. It works very well. And hopefully the problems it's currently having aren't too expensive or hard to fix, but we'll have to see later on this week, hopefully early next week. We'll really know what's going on. Then I marked a schedule header with a weekly checkbox thingy because I wanted to outline my Instagram posts. It just helps me remember to actually post and not let the account sit and do nothing. And then another this week header just for general notes and stuff this week. The only thing I ended up writing was that I really wanted to try incorporating my hourly EC planner into my planner lineup. So you'll see more about that next week in next week's Plan With Me. And then after that, I'm just finishing up with some decoration stickers. I put the books down at the bottom. There was this really cool like potions bottle and a really cool staff, and I don't do much else, so I don't know why it's taking me so long to zoom out. Alright, here we go. So just a couple more stickers and then I will be done with this week. I'll zoom out, show you the full spread, and that will be it for this video. So definitely let me know what you think down in the comments. Let me know how your week has gone this week, what you're looking forward to in the upcoming week, anything like that. Just want to see how you're doing. And I hope I'll see you next time. Bye.